step by step.
All right, let's do it. Let's assume you're set up, you've got your site, you're ready to go. What's step one?
We find out what your customers are looking for.
Now, I know a lot of people overcomplicate this.
Yeah, they do. But it really is simple. You don't need to make up some cheesy avatar or psychoanalyze your customers so you can write a one-page diary on them. You just have to know their intent when they hop online. And you find that out by first knowing what they're searching for, and then making your website contain the results. It's pretty easy.
And Google helps you by splitting search terms into 3 categories, right? Informational, navigational, and transactional.
Yep, but we're going to keep it simple. Here, we're going to call these know, visit, and buy for short.
Let's get everyone up to speed on these, what they should be focusing on and what they shouldn't be focusing on.
So let's cover buy first. Buy keywords are, by no surprise here, used by people trying to buy something. Think discount tires or best sofa for small apartments. These people aren't just looking for information about a product, they're looking for where they can buy it.
We should point something out here because there's a common mistake people make when they're trying to generate traffic.
So I see a lot of business owners or marketers focus all their attention on these buy terms, like deals on cat food or affordable laptop. And sure, it makes sense at a first glance.
I get why they think that. If you want to attract buyers to your site, it seems like you want to go after the keywords that buyers are using.
Totally. But to anyone watching, this is a huge mistake. But don't worry at all. I definitely did the same thing.
Tell everyone why it's such a big mistake.
Buy terms are the most competitive. You're going against companies like Amazon, Target, eBay, Wayfair, Overstock, companies like that. It's going to be hard to rank for terms like that, really hard. If you're going to try to make sales by targeting buy keywords, you just won't get enough traffic to make good money.
Bottom line, trying to rank for buy keywords is pretty much a waste of time.
Right. They're really not going to get you $10,000 a month fast enough or easy enough. What you really need to focus on know terms like KNOW.
And how do you target those?
Know terms are people looking for information. They want walkthroughs, how-tos, and explanations. They'll use words like what, how, why, or should. As in, what is the best way to make money online? Or, why is the sky blue? Or, how to do yoga. No keywords are the only type of keywords you need to care about.
Totally agree. They're the best and easiest way to get your customers' attention and get them engaged to buy.
Across the board, I don't care if you're a mom and pop shop selling handmade soap in Montana, or if you're a massive brand like Sephora launching a new product. Know terms are the way to go.
People are always looking for information.
Yep. Then as more and more people come to your site and spend more time there, Google's going to notice and you're going to rank higher. And finding out what keywords you need to target is easy because your competitors have already done it for you.
And you got a simple way for people to find those keywords.
Yep. Ubersuggest is a free tool on my site I created specifically to help people do this. Let's go there now and I can walk everyone through it. Basically, you just plug in your competitor's website and it'll give you a full breakdown of the no keywords they're targeting. And then you can just build a map of all the keywords you want to rank for. Spend 20 minutes doing this and you'll have 150 or more keywords guaranteed to pull customers to your site.
So we haven't mentioned visit terms. Why don't you explain this?
Sure. Visit terms means someone is looking for an address or a specific location, like a local store or a restaurant or a yoga studio.
It's pretty crucial to rank for these, especially if you run a local business.
Exactly. So you say you're open a yoga studio in Tampa. You need to make sure your site comes up when people search for yoga studio near me or yoga studio in Tampa.
To do that, you need to convince Google you're the best yoga studio by publishing great content.
You'll start ranking for no terms like yoga for relaxation or how to do yoga. Here's the secret. Once you do that, ranking for visit terms takes care of itself. Google already knows you're the top site in Tampa. You're automatically going to rank for all of those top local searches.
And this can happen fast. I mean, just look at Sasha Camferuzzi.
Sasha was one of my earliest clients. Before I met her, she worked at a law firm and hated it. She started her own private law practice, but she had trouble growing at first. She realized that she had no contacts and no income. Once we found and targeted the right keywords for her, everything changed. She started ranking for Google searches for lawyers in San Diego and closed her first client. Not long after, she was banking 6 figures.
And that happened within 30 days, right?
Exactly. She tripled her income within 6 months. She even just hired someone to work underneath her.
And there's something else you created to help everyone.
It's a proprietary dashboard. tailor-made for your business. It actually tracks your website and metrics in real time. It's the same one I use for Fortune 1000 companies at my agency. And now it's customized for people following my roadmap.
So the dashboard means everyone can automatically monitor their traffic.
It tells you exactly which keywords are bringing you traffic at that exact moment. It tells you which ones are improving and which ones aren't, all in real time. But we haven't even come close to covering everything that I'm delivering on week 1 of the roadmap. There's so much more that you can do once you start. Actually, I'm going to pull up a list really quick so everyone can take a look. Check out everything I've included. In fact, go ahead and take a screenshot of that list because that's just week 1. Week 2 of the roadmap is even better.
Now, before we get to next week, we can't forget about Jim.
Oh yeah. So for everyone watching, remember, Jim is actually using my roadmap right now. He's starting from the very beginning. He's using all the new tools, going through the whole process to set up a brand new website, the nuts and bolts stuff. I want all of you to see how easy it is. You can get started in just a few minutes, whether you have a website already or not.
All right, Jim, give us a status update. Any progress?
Definitely. So a little backstory before I show you this. My wife's been knitting sweaters for our dogs for a long time. It's silly, but since we have dozens of dog sweaters laying around our house, I figured why not try to make some money from them. I can even add some other sort of toys and accessories into the mix too. It's a huge market and I'm starting from scratch, but why not? It could work.
Dog sweaters? All right, not what I was expecting, but let's run with it. Take us through what you've done so far.
Since you've been talking, I've used your domain suggestion tool to find a good domain for my website. It gave me tips to make sure it was user-friendly and search-friendly. And then I bought it. It's called lovemydogsweaters.com and it's $12. One click and I registered the domain. Since I'm planning on selling sweaters and toys, I went with Shopify for my e-commerce platform. So I've got a really nice looking template. I synced up with PayPal so I can start taking payments and I've uploaded some pictures to get the page populated. All in all, I'd say that part took me like 10 minutes. If you've been seeing my screen, it's all there.
Looking good, man.
I agree. Nice work. You can start taking orders right now.
Yeah, it was really easy. The site is live and functional right now, but I have a few more things to set up.
We'll leave you to it and check back in a few minutes.
Okay, Neil, let's get back to it. We're showing everyone watching how to build a $10,000 a month business online. The first step on that roadmap is finding out what your customer is searching for. So what's step 2?
Step 2 is answering their questions. Once you've figured out what people want, you just create content that gives it to them. You'd be amazed at how difficult people make this for themselves. If you look up how to change a tire on Google, I'm not looking for a novel. I don't want to start off with the funny anecdote on how I got a flat tire outside of Memphis.
I want you to tell me how to change a tire. That's it.
It's all about the information.
And you can figure out exactly what people want to know about any topic in less than 7 seconds. Just Google it and click on the first thing that isn't an ad. I mean, that's the first thing you taught me back in 2010 when we started working together.
Right. And that still works today. Google's really good at putting the best content at the top of search results. You just have to beat the top article. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in the roadmap. I'll show you how to take the #1 spot in about 5 minutes.
Tell everyone how to start.
It all starts with the headline because that's the first thing people see.
And tiny tweaks to your headline can create huge wins. I've changed 2 words before and seen traffic increases up to 200%.
Exactly. But I'm not going to send people a one-size-fits-all how to write good headlines. I'll show you the exact keywords that perform the best in your market. Then I'll show you where to place them in your headlines to get the most clicks. That alone can double your traffic. All in all, it takes less than 10 minutes. I've even built an interactive headline generator for you. Pop in a few of your keywords and out come some headlines that your customers can't wait to click.
This is so valuable. The last thing you want to do while building your business is stress over creating content for your page. And now you don't have to.
Yep. And once your headlines are done, all you need to do is answer 4 simple questions and your content generates itself.
Anything else?
The last few sentences of the post really matter. Just like the headline, I got a video walkthrough that shows you exactly how to do this in about 5 minutes.
Sounds easy.
It is. I even created more than 6,000 blog posts over my career. And I'm going to hand you the templates and formulas and even frameworks that I know work. If you don't even want to do that yourself, I'll even give you the resources that'll do it all for you for roughly $30.
Guys, in 2005, Neil started a company called Crazy Egg. He created software that analyzes user behavior online. Today, more than 300,000 businesses use it on their websites. It shows what people read, what they skip, what links they click on, and how long they stay on the site. And that mountain of insight has literally made Neil the best in the world at content delivery.
This stuff is critical. Get it right and you'll build trust with your visitors and you can set yourself up to make money on autopilot. Let's pull up the Legion Athletics site so people can see what I'm talking about. They're a supplement company based out of Virginia. They specialize in tailored fitness and nutrition products.
And Neil, how long have these guys been working with you?
Since day one. They've always used my systems for their content.
And scrolling down the page, you can see that they've got dozens and dozens of posts.
And check out the titles. High fat diets, build lean muscle, rapid fat loss, supplement buying guide, biggest fitness wins. Those are all the no terms their customers are searching for. That's why this site pulls in roughly 1.6 million unique visitors every single month.
And what does that mean in dollar terms for the business?
I don't have their P&L sheet in front of me, but if I had to guess, maybe something like 30 or 40 cents a visitor.
Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're watching, remember that's per visitor, not per customer. If they're only averaging 20 cents a visitor, that's still 3.8 million a year. So they're a multi-million dollar business.
Oh yeah, they're definitely doing way more than a couple $1,000,000 a year.
And that's thanks to all the traffic.
That's how powerful good content is. Before we move on, I want to point out one more thing. When we're talking about content, it's not just about writing long articles. Sometimes all you need is a great image to take the #1 spot. Google loves to display good graphics and images near the top of search results. That's why, as a part of my roadmap, I lay out the 4 types of images that give you instant credibility.
And people love tools as well.
Right. Let's look at the Legion site again. They got a whole section for tools. They got a strength calculator, they got a body fat calculator, they even have a daily calorie calculator.
So they've got a ton of these things.
That's because tools are a great source of traffic. Because telling people how to do something is one thing, but handing them a tool that does it for them is 10 times better. It keeps them coming back again and again and again. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to add tools to your site that can bring in potentially thousands of customers without even knowing one thing about development.
All right, so let's check in with Jim. How's it going?
Hey guys, it's going well. So since we've been talking, I've done a couple of things. First off, I set up the Google Analytics on my site. That was easy. Just a simple copy paste job really. It's going to keep track of everyone visiting my site. Clicks, page views, all that stuff. I already started on step 1. I have a list of keywords. I'm filling out the headline generator and my first content post is already on the way.
The rate you're going, looks like you may even have some traffic by the time we're done here.
All right, so Jim's got his site set up. He's moving through the roadmap even faster than we thought. Now what?
Now we need to get that content in front of the right people.
Now, most people think that Google does this for you.
Well, sure, but that can take a little bit of time. There's one secret that most people don't know about, and it's the easiest way to get noticed right away.
Are you talking about paid advertising?
Buying ads is definitely a way to get a bunch of people to your site if you want to waste a couple grand a day. But I promise everyone that they can do this within 4 weeks without spending a dime on advertising. That's why step 3 in our roadmap is piggybacking traffic from parallel markets.
You mean like guest posting on other people's blogs and appearing on podcasts?
That's part of it, but that just scratches the surface. For most businesses, getting on someone else's blog or podcast isn't going to do a whole lot of good. Say gardening is your thing and you want to start a high-end landscaping business. What kind of podcast would you want to be a guest on?
Gardening podcasts, I guess?
Right, but it's not like those get a lot of listeners. And people who do listen, they're gardeners. That's what they do for fun. They don't hire landscapers. So you get one link back to your site and 0 customers for 2 hours that it took you to record.
You'd just be wasting your time doing that.
Instead, you got to go where your customers are actually hanging out.
So let's say you're that landscaper. What do?
You reach out to every house cleaning service within 50 miles of your business because their customers are your customers. People who want their house to look nice and have the money to pay someone else to make it happen. Offer those cleaning services $150 for every customer they send your way. For that payout, they'll do your advertising for you. They'll send a flyer out about your business with their invoices. And they'll even link to your business on the recommended services page.
Instead of one link to your site, you get 10 or 20 or 30 from local websites, which is way better for your Google results. Plus, a bunch of new customers from the people they're directly sending your way.
Exactly. And you do it without any upfront costs and without having to create tons of content. It works really well. Look at Luxury Estates International out of Las Vegas. The founder, Cameron Zan, one of my clients, he's one of the most successful real estate brokers in the world. But when he started out, he was broke, living off of ramen noodles. He didn't have a bunch of money for ads or months to wait for Google to discover his own site. So he started piggybacking traffic. He partnered with Las Vegas Review Journal, and then he partnered with Las Vegas Business Review, even local TV stations. And doing that got him to #1 on Google for luxury real estate terms in Las Vegas. That's how he broke the record for condo sales one year. He sold the most expensive house in Vegas in 2017. Then in 2018, he sold the second most expensive home. Heck, he even sold Floyd Mayweather his house for $10 million, all from piggybacking traffic.
And you're going to show everyone here how to find the right partners for their business?
Absolutely. The roadmap lays it all out.
Why don't we pull that up on the screen again so everyone can take a look at what you get. You'll see how to find dozens of potential partners in parallel markets in just 5 minutes. There's a tool to automatically pull up their contact information. That's going to save you hours of manually digging through LinkedIn and business directories, hoping to scrounge up an email address. Plus, Neil will tell you how to craft the perfect pitch. You can tailor it to each individual business in just 30 seconds to make it irresistible. Then he'll show you how to pregame on social media before making contact. I mean, it's totally comprehensive.
The whole process should only take you minutes. And you'll have a list of roughly 50 high-value partners in parallel markets. Jim should be at this stage right now. How's it going, Jim?
Well, I just started using your network templates and I already have my partner list ready to go. And I'm about to send out my first email.
That's just how easy it is. Jim, I bet you'll be making $10,000 a month in no time.
Yeah, absolutely. Jim literally did that in minutes. So for our viewers, if you follow the first 3 steps of Neil's roadmap, you've done all the great work to get your website going. You're ranking on all the right keywords and you keep appearing higher and higher in the rankings online. Plus, you've got partners set up to drive even more free traffic your way.
Well, that's all great stuff for sure, but now you need to close the deal. None of this matters unless you're seeing conversions.
That's how you make money, and that's why we're all here, to take the site visitors and turn them into paying customers.
You got it. And again, we're keeping this simple and easy. Maximizing conversions is the final step to that $10,000 a month milestone.
Run through that for us.
Definitely. We've been talking about bringing traffic your way, but you need to make sure you have the right place for them to land. So I'm going to send everyone landing page templates custom made for their exact business goals. These are so intuitive, you don't even need to be a designer or even hire one.
I wish I had this back when I was starting.
Next, you need a killer offer.
Neil is so right. I mean, crafting the right offer is everything.
Yeah, an offer that works for a local pet store in Dallas isn't going to work for an online supplements business. Different audiences, different targets. It doesn't matter what business you're in or what you have. I'll give you the exact type of offers that are proven to work for you.
And price matters too.
Too high and you lose customers. Too low and you're throwing money away. I see this all the time. So we'll show you exactly how to price your product for the highest value conversions.
And there's a way you can increase your cart value even more.
Exactly. That's why I'm also going to show everyone how to easily add upsells to their order process and how to send a single post-purchase email that's proven to increase sales by at least 20%.
Get that cart value up. I'm all about it. Let's pop this list up on the screen for everyone. This is literally everything you need to help monetize your traffic and take your business from $0 to $10,000 a month. It's like a business in a box.
100%. My roadmap is the best and easiest way to help turn your leads into dollar signs. And I'm here to prove that to everyone watching. This stuff just works. That's why I want everyone here to meet Jared Mitchell. Jared's a lot like you watching right now. He started off wanting to build an online business and he succeeded. He generated more than $1 million in his first 2 years and he just kept growing after that. When it comes to turning page visitors into repeat paying customers, Jared is your guy. And he's learned so many important lessons along the way. Jared, come on out.
Hey Neil, hey Eric.
Thanks for coming out. So listen, I think it's really important for everyone watching here to hear your story. I mean, you've experienced incredible success and you've told me a few times now that you really believe it all comes down to a few simple strategies.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a wild ride. You know better than anyone, Neil, that it wasn't always this way.
Yeah, why don't you give everyone some backstory really quick?
Sure. So I was a professional musician for years. My band had a deal with Interscope. We were touring. Things were good. Then the iPod came along and everything changed real fast. Record sales tanked and me and my band got shelved. All of a sudden, my wife and I needed to find another way to make money.
And that's when you got started.
Yeah, it was. My wife's great. She's an expert in skincare. And one day we came across this flyer about how to create a website. So I taught myself how to do it. And we started selling skincare products online.
And it went pretty well for a while, didn't it?
Absolutely. Things were scaling so fast I could barely keep up. but I do know we reached $1 million in a year or so. But then we got hit by the Google Panda update and we were crushed. All that easy free traffic we had from Google search just disappeared. That's when I started looking for someone who could help us, and that's when I found you, Neil. We hopped on a call, and the rest is history.
I remember that call.
Yeah. To everyone watching, Neil is the only person I've ever met who can take a look at any website and immediately know it's broken without even checking a single point of data. He instantly told us what to do to fix our landing pages, and the traffic started coming back right away. It actually more than doubled.
Hey man, I'm not going to take any credit for that. You're the one who did all the work.
Well, thank you, but honestly, I'm not sure I could have done it without you. Once our traffic picked back up, Neil taught us how to generate more traffic week after week. He taught us about creating good content and building the right links so that users stayed on our page. We went from 0 visitors from content to 15,000 per day.
That's awesome. So what were the conversions like?
Well, they were pretty amazing. We learned how to create a great landing page that made people want to take the next step. We learned how to craft the perfect offer and how to figure out the right price for our product. We even added one-click upsells to our funnel.
And things took off from there, right?
It's been amazing. Today, our website, Skincare by Elena, makes more than $10 million a year.
But you didn't stop there.
Not at all. We used the same secrets you taught us and launched our second business. That one hit more than 1 million in less than a year.
And you've become something of an expert yourself.
Yeah, these days people are even coming to me for help with their online businesses. I put up one article sharing our story on a free traffic source. From that one link, I started a consulting business that turns over more than $100,000 per year. And it happened so fast, I literally couldn't even handle all the leads coming my way.
It's the dream, isn't it?
Neil, I can't thank you enough. Everything you've taught us has completely changed our lives.
Jared, thanks for being here today.
It's been my pleasure.
And Neil, I love hearing from people like this who you've helped in such huge ways.
Well, that's really why we're here. I want everyone watching to be able to have the same success Jared's had. So I'm going to share all the same secrets with you. Whether you want to start your own consulting business or open up an e-commerce store or get more people through the door for your family restaurant, these tactics work.
Well, I think we're ready, Neil. I know you have a big announcement to make. So why don't you tell people why we put on today's event?
I've been working on this roadmap ever since people started asking me for it in 2015. Since then, I've been constantly testing, tweaking, and creating tools. Then trying everything out with real-world businesses in every market to make sure it worked.
And all of those businesses we talked about today, that's where they came from. Luxury Estates, Legion Athletics, and Sasha Camporuzzi, the lawyer in San Diego. They all got their start and built their businesses as part of one of those test runs.
Absolutely. And we have dozens of more examples like them. Like Theo Stavro. He has a business called Quick Evolve. He was on food stamps when he started. In February, that site was making $72,000. By April, he was making more than $114,000 a month.
Or look at Semantics.fm. It's a business selling music samples to hip-hop producers started by a guy named Steven Skunberg. Working on his own, Steven got Semantics up to $2,500 a month. And now, after going through the roadmap, the site's made him more than $2.5 million.
Or Chris Sugatan. She's another person whose site went from 0 to about $1 million in revenue in the first year. And after all those $1 million test runs, I'm finally ready to open up the doors and launch this program to the public. It's called the 10K Profit Roadmap. I make it my mission to share the same high-value customized marketing plans usually reserved for my multi-million-dollar clients with everyday people like you. It's designed for small businesses and entrepreneurs looking to have that first $10,000 a month. The ones who are ready to build their businesses to $120,000 a year. What we do is create a 4-step roadmap, just like the one I laid out here today, but completely customized to your business, your industry, and your customers. Then we give you the plan for the next 2 weeks after that, and then the month after that, and after that as well. That way you're never left on your own, wondering what you should do next or if you're doing the right thing for your business.
And Neil, when you say this is customized, you really mean it. Tell everyone how the onboarding process works and how you create that roadmap.
People who join the 10K Profit Roadmap start out just like any of my other enterprise clients. First, we're going to ask you if you have a website. If you don't, we'll make sure you get everything you need so you're setting yourself up for success. We'll even share the exact same templates, plugins, and software I use on neilpatel.com. If you do have a site already, we're going to run a comprehensive diagnostics on it. I want to make sure you're optimized and that you have the right content and you're set up to start taking payments.
And things are about to ramp up pretty quickly.
Yes, really fast. You walk out of that process with the audited website fully ready to go. You'll have the profiles created for each of your core customer segments, and you'll know exactly how to beat your biggest online competitors for those customers. On top of that, you're going to have a customized roadmap that my team created specifically for you and your business.
But Neil's not just going to dump a 20-page PDF on your lap and leave you to figure it out on your own. Every day, he'll give you just one action to take, and that's it. You just follow the roadmap, do one thing every day, and you walk away with a business that can make you $10,000 a month.
And it's more than just instructions. You get instant access to our 10K profit templates. It's called the templates, outlines, formulas we've tested for maximum performance. The same kind you saw today for Legion Athletics and their multi-million-dollar business. The same ones that took Cameron Zan from zero to the top luxury real estate broker in Las Vegas. And the ones that Jared used to build a $10 million online skincare brand.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Neil has custom-built tools specifically for you guys. We call it the 10K a month toolkit. These things aren't available anywhere else in the world, like the headline generator. That lets you create attention-grabbing titles for all of your keywords. Or the content creator that turns the answers to 4 simple questions into articles ready to rank #1 on Google. Or the real-time dashboard. It constantly monitors your site, gives you page-specific recommendations, and tracks all the key metrics for your site.
And that's just to get you started during your first 4 weeks as a member. We're going to be constantly working with you to optimize your site. Week 5, we'll run through the 5 most important pages on your website, a different page each and every single day. Then we'll walk you through step by step on optimizing each one of those pages.
You know, that sounds like something you should do in the beginning. Why wait until so late in the game to optimize? Why not do that in week 1?
Well, because you want to start with the biggest wins and then work your way backwards. I mean, upping your conversion rate from 7% to 15% is great. It can double your profits. But taking your site from 500 visitors a month to 10,000 is better. That can make you 20 times more money. So that's why we do that first.
And it's not just the tools, lessons, and templates.
Absolutely. Week 6, you'll be ready to take part in the 10K Profit Mastermind series. This is where we're putting the pedal to the metal. My team will show you how to add high-performance features to your website. And we'll even show you the latest marketing tactics. We'll do this all in a series online, and it'll be a live event.
But the support from your team doesn't stop there.
No way. We've got your back every step of the way. Every week, my team and I will host office hours. You'll have a chance to chat directly with someone on my team. You can call in, they'll answer your questions, and they'll make sure everything is going smoothly.
What kind of things are you going to cover in the Q&A sessions?
It depends on what people need. Those sessions are really your time. So we can cover YouTube videos, advanced marketing content, emails, or anything your business needs. It's really up to you.
All the sessions will be recorded as well. So even if you can't make one of them live, you can still go back and reference it later.
Absolutely. We're also going to be doing live spot checks. That means my team and I are going to be spending 4 hours a week actually picking up the phone and calling you guys, just so we can check in one-on-one.
You've really gone above and beyond to hand people everything they need to succeed.
And for everyone watching, I want to make sure people know that my team and I aren't just here for the first 4 weeks. We got your back month after month after month.
Now, I know you always say that you'd rather give stuff away for free. I mean, you spend $100,000 a month on the free version of Oversuggest on your website, and you don't make anything off of that. But you're talking about lots of live support and hours of staff time every week. There's no way you can sustain that kind of commitment without charging for it.
No, you're right. I couldn't make the 10K profit roadmap free. But with everything you get, it's not expensive. My starting enterprise clients pay more than $100,000 a year. With my roadmap, you won't even pay $10,000 a year. Heck, you won't even pay $1,000 a year. In fact, with what we're charging, I'm not even turning a profit off this program. I'm just looking to break even.
Wait, so why are you putting in all this work if it doesn't make you money?
For me, it's really about changing lives. Remember, it wasn't that long ago I was working at Knott's Berry Farm, that's an amusement park, and I was making $5.75 an hour picking up trash. Then I made a website. Suddenly, I was getting over 100,000 visitors a month. I started making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month, and I didn't look back. Now, I want everyone watching to have the same success story. So I'd rather just make my 10K profit roadmap as cheap as I can so I can help as many people as possible. I mean, look at Jim's screen. He's all done.
He's been working on that site for less than an hour, and he could take his first order right now. That's amazing.
And that's my point. It takes almost nothing to get your first $10,000 a month business up and running. That puts you on track from going from $0 to $120,000 a year. And to keep your site growing should only take you 3 or even 4 hours a week. Then you can just keep going and going. You can scale up to $25,000 or even $50,000 or $100,000 a month. Or maybe you'll be like Jared and your site could be making roughly $1 million a month.
All right, guys, if you're on the fence right now, I want you to think about what an incredible opportunity this is. An extra $10,000 a month is a serious amount of money. And like Neil just said, that $10,000 a month is just the beginning. Besides the fact that he's worked with companies like Facebook, NBC, Google, and tons of the biggest, most successful companies on earth, he's also helped hundreds of people start their businesses from scratch and grow them into multi-million-dollar success stories. And now he wants to see the same thing happen for you.
Just think of everything you get with the 10K profit roadmap. You get a complete roadmap that gets you through your first 4 weeks with just one action item to accomplish every day. You get 10K profit templates. It has all the templates, checklists, outlines, cheat sheets to show you exactly how to execute every step of the roadmap. You get my multi-million-dollar Rolodex, so you can quickly and easily outsource the work if you don't want to do it yourself. Plus, you get the premium access to the 10K Profit Toolkit. These are the platforms that are built from the ground up, specifically for my agency and my billion-dollar clients. You get the 10K Profit real-time dashboard that shows you exactly how your site is doing, what you need to change, and how much extra traffic you can get from those changes. On top of that, you get the 10K Profit Mastermind sessions. During these live events, my team and I will show you and update your marketing strategy with the latest high-performance tactics. And finally, you get weekly office hours where you can ask me and my team anything you want on maximizing your business results.
That means we're not just talking about being able to reach $10,000 a month, but the ability to grow to $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, $1 million a month or more. I'd hate to see you pass this up, especially when you're paying pennies on the dollar compared to the regular cost of hiring his agency.
Following this roadmap could change your life. I have no doubt that it can make you thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. In fact, I got a simple promise. Join us today and follow the roadmap. If you haven't made your first $10,000 in sales in the next 90 days, just call my team and we'll give you a full refund. Because if you're not getting results, I'm not interested in your money.
I don't think you can be more fair than that. So for everyone watching, do me a favor. Take a second to think about what you want. Think about what's been holding you back. This is your chance to get one-on-one advice, a custom roadmap built just for you. That'll help you create a $10,000 a month business and run it virtually on autopilot. And you can start today, right now, without spending $20,000 on a consultant or needing a $50,000 marketing budget. This is it. This is your chance. So what are you waiting for?
Once you join me, I'm there with you every step of the way. But I've learned one thing from building the 10K Profit Roadmap. Bringing new people into the program is a huge time commitment for my team. And as much as I want to help everyone, we simply don't have the bandwidth, which means we can only open up the door to a handful of people each day. No more than 200 right now. And we're offering those spots strictly on a first-come, first-served basis. So if you got a business you want to start, or if you're looking for help scaling, if you're looking to get to that $10,000 a month milestone, it's time to act. Just click the button below to learn how to get started. I'm Neil Patel.
And I'm Eric Siu.
Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to start working with you.